I am from Switzerland, and therefore I have a certain skepticism vis-à-vis the European Union. We believe that such huge organizations bring a lot of inefficiency in the administration along the way. And so I cannot say that I'm absolutely, with my full heart, a person who promotes the European Union everywhere. But I considered the position for Latvia to be different. Latvia joined the European Union in May 2004, and since then obviously had quite a number of advantages. Facilitated possibility for lending have also created a real boom in the real estate market in 2006-07 up to the year 8. But obviously then the fact that Latvia was one of the most prosperous countries over a certain period of time led also then to a sharp decline when the difficulties came up in the Western economies. I think today Latvia still has a lot of advantages of being a member state of the European Union. On the other hand, I believe also that it is not unanimous that everybody is totally satisfied with the situation which came along. The economic situation today of Latvia, bound into being a member state of the European Union, has been quite severe. The negotiations which Latvia had with the International Monetary Fund led to certain restrictions which actually bring Latvia partly backward. I mean, there is a shrinking income in, let's say, in the public sector. Salaries have not been increased, rather decreased. And all this leads, obviously, to a lot of problems. During all this period of time, there was always one business sector which was quite prosperous. It is the transit business sector, and I have a certain tendency to look at this sector in particular because of my involvement in this area. The Latvian transit business sector is today characterized by different sectors which are handled by the ports of Latvia. The oil transit business is still probably one of the most important areas which have also a big influence on the Latvian economy. It is very sad that since the year 2003, the pipeline which is in a perfect technical condition, which could bring crude oil from Russia to the Latvian ports, mostly the port of Ventbunkers, are not operating. I had in the past several negotiations with Russian business partners, and it appeared that there is a kind of political problem to re-establish the crude oil pipeline. The crude oil pipeline is for the Latvian economy something like a blood vessel, which for the moment is blocked. And I would hope very much that the Russian economy would be such that they will take advantage and use this crude oil pipeline. It is very hard to believe that technical installation, which costs billions of US dollars, is not operating because of some political problems or difficulties. I personally believe that when the so-called big transaction regarding the oil transit business, a potential sale of this business segment to an Austrian investor, could have a real impact on the operating of the crude oil pipeline. I believe once the oil transit sector is in new ownership hands, with new people being involved, things will be possible which in the past have not been possible. So I'm even optimistic that the crude oil pipeline could be revived and that this could be again a very important and interesting factor for the Latvian economy. Not only that it would pay off with taxes being paid by Latvian companies, but also to create jobs and additional side effects which would be very positive. So my outlook for the transit business is positive in all sectors. Just I believe that some changes in the ownership and management structures would be beneficial.